There you go. All right. Got the YouTube back. Morning, everybody. Just getting set up. We'll get rolling. Load up my live. Yeah, there it is. Okay. There it is. Yeah. The had a nice little pull. We were just talking about kind of the thoughts of the conditions as it is now. I mean, as it is now, it's bearish unless we can hold this kind of 396, 326 level. If we can hold that, we could see some pretty decent upside. But aside from that, it could get ugly. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you really quickly what I'm looking at. Let me make sure got everything dialed here. Yep, we're all open in there. All right, we are rocking and rolling, guys. Look at me, only 2 minutes. I feel way better today than yesterday. Man, that update yesterday about drained me. Oof, it was exhausting, but really worth it. Those who have been using NEO, oh, I did finally, man. Oh, it remind me not to. I plan things out usually pretty well, but remind me not to do major updates. That plan to be long term that without validating certain things because we had about a week update we were going to try to do that I had to do in pretty much one night. So that was fun. Longs for New York. We'll see. We'll see what old Neo thinks. And so, but yeah, guys, welcome. I usually give it a couple minutes to let people kind of come in. So we'll do that. Give them about 2 minutes, and then I want to talk a little bit about my thoughts, and then we'll jump into Neo's thoughts on the market. So um, while we're doing kind of that wait, morning, and just a couple things for those who missed it as you're piling in. One, if you don't know, this is Neo. He's our AI that our company created. Nextstepalgo.com is our website, and let me refresh him. There we go. We have sessions that we do. So we are an open session as well as a TradeVision session we do and a mentor session. So mentor session and VIP is the pre-market, so we already just wrapped that up. And if it's red, they're offline. If it's green, they're online. So you guys can see the open session is online. Um, from here, you also can go into Neo AI sessions for those who don't know. Hello. And I try to show this a little more because I spend so much on TradeVision, right, that I forget to talk about this one. So this is a stream, guys. It's a website. You can do it on your phone, iPad, computer. Doesn't cost you anything. It's just a stream. You just go to the website and you can watch it. And he's giving out MNQ signals all day. So um, love to see this grow. A lot of people are watching this, and that's the intent. I want you guys to have a place to get a little guidance at least that is good guidance and can help you pass your stuff and get your payouts and make some money without being charged, right? And then you can use that if you so wish to get other things like TradeVision where you can talk to them, things like that. But this here isn't a real big expense the way we have it set up, and so we probably won't charge for this unless we decide to ever expand it. I do have a few every now and then that'll ask, can we do another symbol? Right now, probably not. A lot of our efforts are in TradeVision. If we expand this, then we'll probably have to charge for it, right? Because it gets more expense, right? So, but for the stream that we have, I mean, you can make some pretty good money just on Nasdaq. So for those that like that, but if you're interested, you guys can go in and watch that today. We will be on TradeVision though. So quickly on TradeVision, we did a for those who missed that yesterday, I mean talking about it. we did a really big update, like really big. And so we planned it out, about a week to 2 weeks, to go through it, and events lined up that I was forced to kind of push through. So on the Asia markets, I don't typically trade Asia market live on TikTok. The only I was so tired yesterday. Somebody asked me, they said, "Man, you should do more Asia." I'm like, I don't really do Asia. And then later, I was like, "Wait, Wednesdays I do Asia." So on Wednesdays, it's Trade Vision training. I used to do a course where we would get together at 8:30 till 10, and I would just kind of teach people a little bit of how to trade and how to read Neo and like optimize all that. And then it dawned on me half the people want to trade real time anyways, and so I just said to hell with it then. So Wednesdays, uh, I'm gonna just trade live. So I will be live at least by 8 Eastern, but I the week prior, and what I want to do is be live by 6 p.m. So just like a 6 to 10, and hang out and kind of show what Neo does. And so you can at least mark that up for Wednesdays if you wanted to. I'm committing to do that. Let's see. Yeah, it was a good session. He nailed it. But as far as the update goes, a couple of quick things without going too deep because we got to jump into TA soon. Uh, Part of the push that we did is not as much changing his guidance, if you will, like his TA, all like his actual TA, the data, what he uses to analyze and trade is I probably won't touch that for a while. It's done. But I still always have believed, and I still believe, that we will always try to improve the user experience. Because when it comes to trading, there's just so many different types of traders out there, right? New experience, different strategies, etc. And some people understand technology, and some people don't, right, as well. And so I want it to be him to be have the ability, right, to cater to all. And so whether you know anything or you're advanced, and so that's kind of been my intent. A lot of good feedback from yesterday, and we pushed it not last night, the night before, and everybody noticed the difference, which is great. And so his guidance is a little more clear, right, as far as targets, invalidations, what he's looking at, why he's looking at it, levels. He's very detailed at times, sometimes maybe I think a little too detailed, but I did notice after we got the plan and we got going, right, he was a little quicker on his responses. And so he's AI, so if you want something specific, ask him. If you don't want something, then tell him, right? The only way he may continue to do it is if the logic forces him to do it. So we're going up today. Don't you love that, Cody? We're going, we're going up today. We're going down today. The good news is, guys, I can't guarantee nothing in trading, but I can guarantee that we are either going up or down, 100%. I don't know. Maybe it's 95% because we do go sideways. Anyway, I digress. Cody, get away. Uh, so really good update. So that was most of the feedback that people actually were able to uh do better. Not that his TA changed, but they can understand what he's saying better, if that makes sense. And so I had a couple people message through TikTok. I had a couple support tickets come through, which is awesome. Um, thanking for the update because they passed a certain amount of stuff, or a couple got their first payout and stuff, which is exciting. So I love that feedback, guys. Please, 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 if you are getting success, or you have even some you need to understand how he works more, or maybe you're not having success with him, right? Like, let us know, because we're still working through developing, building, trying to make it the best we can. But and especially if you have success, because I said this when we began this project, that I do not and I will not um, see Neo as a success unless people are successful using him, right? He's not a success just because people are buying it. And so I want to hear the success stories, because that means a lot to me, Alex, as well as Paul, and it really helps me know I'm on the right track, right? That we're getting the results that we want from it, and so I love all the feedback. Um, yeah, and so the other thing I'm gonna pre-warn you guys, and we got enough people on here to start the TA here. Uh, so Neo has multiple personalities, and uncensored and sarcastic are my two favorite by far. Sarcastic was my original favorite. Then it went to uncensored, and I think it's back to sarcastic. I don't know, man, because this latest update we removed all of the restraints, so he can he can let loose right on uncensored and sarcastic. And so, if you enjoy that, when you're on uncensored, he may throw a couple f bombs here and there, so be ready if you're on speakers. And sarcastic, man, I stayed up like an extra hour just testing and talking to him because he had me laughing so much. Those of you who played with Asia last night with me, you guys know, man, he was just man. Um, One of the funniest things he said to me last night was he called a short that I took, and I said, "Man, that was a great short. I hit my TP. I'm out." He goes, "Well, something like, that's awesome. I'm glad that you actually took TP instead of leaving the trade to go all the way back to your break even, like those moron retail martyrs or something like that." And I don't know why that just made me laugh so bad because you guys know at times I talk about that, right? Where people are massive profit and they just let it go back to break even or loss, and so it was pretty funny. So you'll get a laugh at sarcastic if you like that, but I'll probably put them on sarcastic through the morning. So you'll see a lot of that. I put it on uncensored for a little bit, but I feel like at times I gotta walk on eggshells with old TikTok, so we'll limit my f bombs that come from Neo. Um,
Hey, I can give you an example of what he just told me.
I just
It's
started this up one sec for
okay.
because he's gonna talk. I don't think I might have to refresh my page. Hold on. Because I logged in as a couple people earlier. Whenever I log in as someone, it messes up my. Let me get him. I'll start him up, and then yeah, then I want to hear what you said on that.
Hi, Nick.
There it goes.
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
I had to
Though
restart.
looking at this price action, I'm not convinced the market is. What's the plan?
Not convinced the market is. What did you say, Cody?
Yeah, he said, think of this chart like a shitty roller coaster that's currently stuck halfway up the first hill. It's making plenty of noise and burning through fuel, but it hasn't actually climbed the track yet.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you. Remember I told you yesterday because I know you and I were big on sarcastic early until you started making want to go cry in the shower. And man, I sarcastic's back. It's so funny if you want to laugh. Um, that's awesome, man. The cool part about it is that those of you who've been around since the inception of him, um, I he doesn't repeat shit, right, Cody? Like I just sometimes here and there, but like man, rarely. Like for just months. I mean, he's got something new. But that one's pretty good.
Yeah, he's always coming with funny analogies, and it's good. I love it.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, we could talk about that for a while, but oh my gosh, you were early. My dog's already coming up. Like, we good? No, go lay down. We're just getting started. Go lay down. You pain in the butt,
I gotta let mine out too. Give
dude.
me a
He
second.
literally just ran right up, like, "Hey, we gonna pet me today?" I'm like, "No, give me a minute." I pet him earlier, guys. We're good. All right, let's talk about the market. Um, we're in an interesting place. So you guys know for the past week, back when we had here, this was like last week, we looked like we were going to really fall. Many of you who were there at the time know I was like, I'm not buying it. I don't think so. Um, had many people even on the TikTok like we're about to dump. Here it is. Uh, there's just some things I look at right for the strength, and I just didn't see it. It looked more trappish to me. And so we did get one more hoorah up. That is what I'm measuring for strength. I'm kind of still in that mode where ultimately, of course, right, we're gonna go down, but Oh, sorry. I can't. Hold on. My wife just texted me something about Neo. She's like, look at this. I'm like, I'll have to look at that in a second. I'm not surprised. um, so kind of where we are now. The way that I trade, I have a different sense that I take than normal, right? Than normal retail or just in general people that do TA. And what that means is that you want to when something looks too bearish to be true, too good to be true, right? Sometimes it is, and that's why when I see those extensions, the way we swept it here and then reclaimed it, I mean, it really had no business reclaiming these lows within that 50% pull if it was going to go down. So, oh hey, welcome, man, Tony. Oh, dude, your timing is perfect. Yeah, put them on uncensored and have a blast, or sarcastic. Sarcastic is hilarious. Um, and so we shouldn't have ever reclaimed that, and we did. So that's why I was like, I don't think this is it. We're going up. Um, Now we're guys, we're just in a little bit of an interesting spot. So if you were to take a few just basic retracement things, um, if you take the upper here and you kind of pull this down, you can see we tried to hold it, we lost it, rejected on it, dropped it, pushed back up, held it, pushed it, couldn't create a high, lost it, dropped it, rejected on it, right? It's just trying to decide which way it wants to go. I will tell you, this is a very big, uh, simplistic decision maker. If we stay below this, it meets the qualifications to jump. But yeah, welcome, Tony, man. Appreciate it. Um, but if we end up reclaiming it and holding it, right, we could jump one more time. So, some other simplistic things for those who don't use little retracement stuff. Outside of fibs and all that, the easiest way to do is just take this ruler and then you just grab the high and you grab the low. And so, from a more localized structure, as long as we stay below here, which is like 577, right? We have to assume we're going to be pretty bearish and that we're going to drop. You just kind of have to assume that. If we break that level, that also is going to break kind of this neckline here that dropped us, right? You can see where it retraced and rejected. If we break back above it, it has no business really breaking back above it if it's going to be super bearish. And so that will mean we likely have one more little hoorah up. I was talking to the group this morning about it. There's some structure stuff that I teach that I've proven over and over and over. I'm not going to go detailed into it, but typically when the market does these moves, it's going to have its retracement and then it's going to have another chance at it. If that other chance does not create a higher high or a sustained higher high, it could wick it and then come down. Um, that 50% pull after the drop is huge. If it cannot break that and it breaks and holds below the low of that extension, it creates a nasty lower low, nasty, like almost probably something that would push all the way down to this low to retest or even further, right? So very tricky. Today and tomorrow I think are going to be very very tricky, guys. So I'm gonna put that there. I have all my lines on here, guys. Now I'm gonna mute the indicators, and I have all these lines on here. I don't typically weigh my decisions on these lines, but these are all high time frame stuff, and I'm lazy. I don't want to have a million charts up, and half the time I have Neo, so I don't even use them lately, but they mean something, right? So you guys that joined a bit ago, I've been marking out 773 due to the left side of this massive structure. You can see it's viable. We've hit it, support, hit it, rejected, hit it, support, rejected through, hit it, rejection. Couldn't even make it to it. We swept it and then we dropped. It's very viable. So, um, there's two things that concern me today. So please keep your margin very very manageable. Um, Below 773, we have a high risk of dropping really far one of these days. Whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, I don't know. Right, high time frame. We have a lot of time left. We could before our structure ends over here. Almost even like a month, right? We don't know. So the issue when you have too much of a bias on a 4 hour daily time frame is that you're gonna likely get chopped up because most of you don't have enough margin to hold something that long anyways. Um, and we don't know. We could oscillate in this range for a while. If you zoom out, I was showing them this 773 and this 326 area, we have accelerated between multiple times. Literally, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times. We've accelerated. We basically just chopped in those zones, right? So anything down here, I don't really want to go short. But anything up here, I don't really want to go long. But also, if I don't reclaim that 50%, I don't know that I quite trust the long because this could be it, right? And so you got to be careful. So when you're choosing your bias, just think of it that way. Uh if it's in an area down here, it could be it each time it gets to that area. So you don't want to constantly go, man, every time this jump, let me just go long because it's going to break eventually at some point, right? Um we'll have to see how the day goes. But the beauty is, guys, you don't have to know how to do all this. You don't have to know how to do all this TA necessarily because Neo's going to do a lot of that for you. So for those that like to do it, so uh, you started a wave on get the paper trading. Yeah.
Something
Uh,
related to that.
yeah.
Neo said, "Glad you realize the difference between history and actual structure. History is just a nice story people tell themselves to justify taking bad trades." Because I was talking about this, how it was
Yeah.
a good area to buy, and he was like, "No." He was getting on me about
Oh
this.
yeah.
Like,
He's gonna
just
hold
because
you
they bought
accountable.
here, mean they're not going to just floor it straight through it this time.
I love the sarcastic Neo that's back because when I asked him about what his thoughts were on indicators, he's like, indicators are cool if you like to know what happened 10 minutes ago. He's like, he goes, I prefer to deal in real time when I'm trading. I started laughing. Uh, yeah, it's funny, guys. We'll get going, guys. It all looks like gibberish, but I'm set on learning. Yeah, hey, so MJ, I'm looking at the time. We got 7 minutes, and then I'm gonna jump into some quick things because we got to plot some lines for here. So, you may want to check it out if you haven't. Nextstepalgo.com. That's our website. This is Neo. If you're getting started, you're wanting to learn, you're really gonna want to come in because I'm one of probably the few traders that really enjoys teaching people that are new, from nothing. Many people in my mentor program over here in the Google Meet started with here's a chart graph, right? Price measured over time. This is a candle, right? Like very, very new. So I'm cool with that. And that's what I taught Neo to do. Neo has beginner modes that you can talk to him. So he's a one stop shop. We do a free 3 day trial. So if you wanted to get on and play with him or talk to him about things, you can. You guys don't have to add a credit card, nothing. You just go in and start talking to him. So we also have, I don't have a lot of time to go into it, but because we're about to start live trading, but we have a free training course that is the trading starter kit. That's free. So if it all looks like gibberish, you might want to go to the site and at least do that, right? You can start on that. It's a free training course. All of our training courses also have Neo, so when you're in the training courses, you can talk to him. See, got questions? Ask Neo, and then you can talk to him. And these are our stuff, right? So it's going to tell you about it. It's an actual book. If I expand it, it looks like that. And that's the free the training guide. So good place to start for people that want to start. We got 5 minutes, guys. I will answer questions as I can, but we will be live trading from 9:30 to pretty much 10:30. We're usually done pretty quick, depending on the move that we grab. Um, Other than that, yeah, we'll get rocking and rolling. So I'll try to keep up with my lines and letting you guys know what he calls for his lines as quickly as I can. For those who want to follow the chart, it's the Nasdaq that we're going to be trading. This is going to, on the right side will be my 1 minute chart. The left side will be my 15-second. I'll explain why I do that when I have time. Let me see if I can zoom him in one more time for you guys because I like to let it so you can see him. All right, let's see. Good morning. We are live on TikTok and with the community. We're getting ready to start our day. Can you break down a trading plan for us, including bias I don't necessarily need a long and short setup because we are about to enter market open for US. But just give me some key levels and my bias. All right.
Welcome, TikTok. If you're planning to trade the first minute of the open, you're essentially volunteering to provide liquidity for the pros. The market bias is a dumpster fire right now. Bullish structure is desperately fighting institutional sell pressure, so wait for the dust to settle before forcing a trade. Keep an eye on 29489, 29499 as the overhead bearish order block that needs to be cleared for any real move, and 29,387.5 as the swing low support. Don't chase the first candle unless you genuinely enjoy watching your account shrink in real time.
Oh man, I tell you, I miss the old sarcastic Neo. Why am I, Cody, the most excited about that part of the update? It's so stupid, but it cracks me up. 387. Man, he gave a really close upper. Isn't it funny? I know you saw him originally.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it.
Yeah. What's cool is he will still insult you a little bit, but not like he used to. Remember Cody, where he would yeah, he would definitely make you question life choices back then for a little bit. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
in the beginning, he would just go at you.
whew.
And I was like, I'm not even taking a trade, man. I'm
Yeah,
just
you were
asking you a
thinking about it.
question.
He was just cruel back then.
Yeah. For those of you guys who don't know Neo, the one thing I will mention, and I have about a minute before I'm gonna ask our fun question. He is not agreeable. So, um, so we're trading futures on this, guys. I'm gonna answer questions as I can, but I can't deviate because we got only a few minutes. But he is not going to fluff it. He's not agreeable. I get a few people that say, "Man, AI is cool, but it's agreeable." Well, you put him on sarcastic or uncensored and chat away. You let me know how agreeable you think he is, because he's not. And so his goal is to make you a better trader. His goal is to give you good guidance. His goal is to keep you safe, right? If you say good things, he's going to give you probably good responses. You say stupid things, even if you just don't know, right? If it's not something you should be saying, he may remind you that's not something you should be saying.
If
Guys,
you don't love the attitude, you can just do funny. I like it too.
yeah,
It cracks me
funny,
up.
yeah, funny's cool too. Guys, really quickly because we're coming close on the time. I always take into account what he does when he gives me levels. Notice how he didn't give me anything above. This was from last night. All this here actually, and he didn't give me anything above, other than something really close, right? And then he gave me a pretty good distance lower target, so that tells you something. So keep that in mind. But we have 1 minute. Let's see. All right, I have those lines. If you were running this book or a market maker, where would you send price on US Open here in a minute to wreck the most retail traders? Let's see what lines he adjusts for that. 499, 489, and 387. I'm going to let him talk in a
From a
second.
liquidity hunter's view, the classic play is to shove price straight into that bearish order block at 29489, 29499 to bait the breakout chasers, then rug pull them right back down. A rejection short confirms if price fails to reclaim 29,499 with a 1-minute candle close. The first meaningful target is the swing low at 29387.5, and the setup is invalidated if price accepts above 29499.
Okay. Oh, there's the push. Let's see how high it goes, though. All right. So yeah, he gave those targets kind of already with the intent of what he's thinking, and so his first move of shoving the price north worked. So isn't it crazy how he calls the first direction at least at the very minimum every single time? And so he had said he would shove the price north up into that direction, and then he would slam it back down, targeting the 387. So anybody who rides the short, it's better to be safe. Wait for you get to reclaim that low back down, and then that will give you that short back down. So let's look and see if we get that claim down or if it wants to hold. So he's got 387. Uh, Interesting. Yeah, 387 on that. Good. Hmm. So let's see if we get the complete pull. So you can see we did have the price up to chase out the breakout longs. Let's see if we get the pull to the 387. He's called it damn near every day for what, like 6 weeks now. So I'm waiting for the shoe to drop and him to be wrong one of these days. It has to happen at some point. So we're getting the pull. So far his first move was correct. Either way, so good job on that grab north. So now what I want to see is the pull breakthrough. So right now it's kind of trying to be a little indecisive, right? We're holding that 50% pull with some hammers. We do have a little bit of sell pressure, but it's holding that area. If it holds that area, it's gonna have one more expansion. All right, so you gotta be careful. And but let's watch and see. So it's market open. He's got the new data. Let's ask him what a good call on that first push. Now that you see what the institutions are doing, can you please give me the gamma levels that I should be watching? Let's mark out the institutional levels. That's what they got. See what the institutions are doing. Let's see if we get that close below there, and then it
Gamma levels aren't a crystal ball, Nick, but if you insist on
easy,
staring at the
buddy.
numbers. With MNQ at 29,454.25, your overhead reaction zones are 29,487.12, 29,487.28, 29,527.28, and 29,557.28. Down below,
Okay.
29,377.28 is the only retest context worth tracking. Treat these as reaction zones, not guaranteed reversals, unless you enjoy getting trapped.
Okay, so this one looks like the gamma level is a little lower now, so 77.28. So I just round them off, right? So 77.25 is fine. And then you know what I'm gonna start doing? I just had an idea. When it's a gamma level, I'm gonna lock it. Because if I lock it, then I'm planning on moving it anyways. That's how I can track a difference. The upper, he's got 557 as 55725 would be ideal. Okay, and then we have the 487's already in there. We got 527. Where is it? 52725. Yep, there we go. Okay. So the gamma levels, right, which is the institutional positioning. We have the 29,454.25 for those who want to mark it. The reaction zones that he's marking from the gamma positioning is the 487.25, 527.25, 557.25, and then the downside 377.28. The 377 is the one that he said is the most important that you might want to watch. So tells me I wonder if his bias is going that way. So let's see. Sounds good. Got all those levels. What are the institutions doing? Are they buying or selling? It's gonna be crazy if he hits his target again. Insane. I'm in the short. Just I got the TP set. I set my TP at. I'm gonna
The
put it at a
institutions are
little bit above
technically showing
actually.
buy pressure, which is adorable considering price is currently choking below the pivot at 29,572. They're trying to buy the flow, but the market isn't exactly convinced enough to clear that
Which is
29467,
adorable.
29477 resistance. Just because they're showing buy pressure doesn't mean you should blindly throw money at it until price actually
I
reclaims the level and
I
confirms the move.
put my TP at 400.25. It's about to hit it right now, but I'm gonna trail it as well. But look at guys, he did it again. This is ridiculous. Come on, guys, tell me this is stupid. It's about to hit my TP right now. Let's see if it hits my TP or trails me. I got the trail a little wide because I don't mind, but yeah, it
I'm
hit.
driving in the car
It
right now and just hit it.
it just yeah,
Hey!
it just hit my TP. This is crazy, guys. So keep in mind, if he says 387 again, will we hit it? Probably. But don't be greedy, right? Some people like literally take that literal and put it at 487. You should always pull it up a little bit. I put mine at 400. And so mine tapped out. It was 400 point something or four. I think I did 401 actually because I don't like to do round numbers, and so it tapped my TP there. So I'm out, right? I did 5 MNQ on 2 accounts, and between one's up 1,018, the other one's up 870. That was like $1,900 in one move. All right, guys, we're done. 6 minutes. You guys have a great rest of your day. You can send a thank you message to Nia. Good job, Walt. Oh man. Anyways, I'm just kidding.
I went in right on the retest of that
Yeah.
whatever it was 4.9 and took it down.
Oh yeah. So guys, if you already took that profit, don't jump back in. I always tell, let it stew, right? Let it settle, right? Don't take it. But yeah, congrats on that, Walt. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, look, if you're new to the stream and you got questions, I'll answer these here in a second. But this guy's done this shit. Gosh, it's like 6 weeks, right, guys? Like, keep me honest. I'm not out here sales pitching. I don't know. 6 weeks? Longer? Shorter? Thumbs up? TikTok can't see your thumbs up. I'm gonna put this in. All right, now thumbs up. Go, go. They can see it. Okay. Uh, every day he's done this. It's so crazy. And I'm gonna tell you, look, some of you guys out there, even on TikTok here, you guys are experienced traders. Market open is not an easy thing to call. There's a reason why people say don't trade the first 15 minutes. This dude, uh, this dude is literally called uh the move every single day for 6 weeks, right? So and keep in mind too, Mike, on that, we may, right? We don't know yet. And so I know you mentioned you don't see it, but if you really don't know until we break above here. If we stay below that 50% retracement, we're just in a corrective move, rejection, and one more sweep. That's what they do to sweep the price, right? So, oh, what happened right now? But if we reclaim this, then I agree, right? We'll have one more little hoorah up. But keep in mind, guys, and this is why it's so important to, if you're gonna take his moves, his guidance, the levels are what matters. Don't be greedy. If he says, we're going to 377, don't target 377. Put us, target up here, somewhere conservatively, and just be happy with what the market gives you, right? Um, because you're not wrong. I've had it where it comes all the way to here and misses it by $3. But it's like, I mean, come on, call a 150 point move on open, and you miss it by $3. Any trader who's been trading a while, that's a win. Um, and so, but it's crazy. Yeah, this is why though I tell you guys, manage your volume accordingly. So, when this pushed up here and then, pulled down, depending where you took your short, right? You got to be able to withstand some movement. If you're out there, doing 1 NQ, 2 NQ, 3 NQ, you don't have to be greedy. I did 2 accounts with that on these rapids. One was 870, one was 1,000. That's $1,900 on 5 MNQ. That's the beauty of Neo's. He's calling these really long moves. They're not 10, 20 point moves. I mean, he's called like 100. I think the biggest one he called at one point was like what, 600, 700 point moves. Stupid. It just kept going. But we might actually get this after all. Well, actually, we did. No, we hit his target. He said 387. Remember, the 377 is a gamma wall. See right here. Where is it? For the liquidity sweep, right? I would send it up through the 489 to 499. Then I would give a rejection below the 499 close, right? And then we would pull it back to 387. So we went through the 499, a little farther than he thought, and it just hit the target. So the crazy part is, it's not that he just hit the target, but it's like almost like you mapped it, right? Because it's like he said the first move would be drive it up, we drove up. The next move would be to come to the target, and we came damn near directly to the target. You had this little hoorah, right? But that's a normal stop hunt. It's this market condition, right? But I I would not call it as normal morning open call if it just chopped for the next hour and then finally hit it. I mean, it's still a good call, right? But it's not. He's been so good on these open calls that it's just insane. It's it's crazy. So anyways, those who caught that, congrats. Those who didn't, it's okay, right? There's gonna be plenty of moves throughout the day, and uh, you know, it's sometimes you want to build that confidence, right, if you will. So, it's easy money. Yeah, it's crazy. So, let me figure out, nah, buddy, come here. This is like the fifth time in like 10 minutes. I can't pet you right now. Is she not giving you attention? Oh, you know what? I know why. Hold on. My daughter was home and then she yeah. Yeah, she was home and so I thought the dogs were there, but I think he got locked out, so he was like, "I'm locked out." Yeah, I'm live every morning, 9 a.m. to no matter what, guys, I'll always do 9 a.m. to about 10:30, 11. We don't stay live real long on that. I did a video saying at one point I wasn't gonna go live in the morning, but I don't want to delete the video, but that was due to some issues I was having with TikTok, which now have seemed to be resolved. I figured out what that issue was, and so I'm cool with it. Um, but yeah, another great call. I'm gonna tell you guys though, I do not have FOMO. Um, we do have some new levels. I'm gonna ask him here again. The reason why I'm not asking him right away is because again, guys, part of being a good trader is not having FOMO. I have zero FOMO in my trading game anymore. None. I don't care if this just keeps falling. I don't look at it like, dang, is this gonna keep going? Is this it? Oh, it might go to here. Man, I should jump in. Like, none of that goes through my mind at all. I really don't care. This thing could fall 800 points and I'll just laugh and be like, damn, that was cool. Good call. And until you get to that point, you're going to probably struggle in your trading career. You cannot have FOMO. You just can't. So, we had a great trade. I'm already up $1,900 in like the 6 minutes that we did it there. And, I don't even have to trade the rest of the day if I don't want to, right? So you always want to pause, right? You've been trying to pass it since March. Oh man, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I had one person give me a really good support ticket testimonial that they've been trading for like a year and haven't passed anything, and they since they just doing the 3 day free trial with Neo, they were able to pass their first eval, which is really cool. It's exciting to see that stuff. So, the main thing, guys, when you're doing, oh, good job on YouTube. Um, when you're listening to his stuff and your guy his guidance and all that, the most important thing of the entire thing is the levels, right? His levels are phenomenal and how he interprets it. So, as far as Neo goes on that, guys, I will talk about it for a second because y'all should be in pretty good profit. And if you're not, most of you have your own Neo anyways, but I'll just briefly. So I'll do another quick little introduction. NextStepAlgo.com is our company. This is Neo. He's our AI. It's all web based. You don't have to add any kind of connection, any data feeds. He has his own stuff. You don't have to choose settings. You don't have to teach him anything. You don't have to tell him anything. He already knows everything on what he wants to do. The only things that you really have is you can choose his responses to be quick, normal, or detailed, depending on what you get. The trial that you do for 3 days is going to be the pro plan on that, and so you get all that. And then you have multiple personalities. I love sarcastic because the dude is hilarious. Uncensored is off the hook. If don't mind a few f bombs that come out every now and then. And from that, you're just choosing your symbol. So I have them on the MNQ. You can click it and choose whatever you want. So from that, we have all down here the symbols that we do. We have futures, we do options, stocks, crypto, all that. So you just change it if you want to ask them about something. But there's no, yeah, you can do it from your mobile. Once the 3 day free trial is over, so for our plans, we only have two plans. I only wanted one, but I decided to do the other one. And the basic one is $100 a month after the coupon, and the pro one is $250 a month after the coupon that we do. And the coupon that we do is forever. Like we don't play games of like only for the first month. It's as long as you don't ever cancel, that's your price. No matter how good he gets or what we add. And so the beauty is with Neo though, guys, just keep in mind he's your one-stop shop. So he's going to be able to help. teach you, develop you. He has memory. We just did a really good overhaul with him. So the more you talk to him, he's going to get to know you, right? As a trader, if you have a specific strategy you like, he's not gonna force teach you. He's gonna want to hear about it. Tell him about your strategy, and he'll take more of an approach of, with your strategy, just confirm with me what you see, and I'll confirm with you what I see, right? And he's gonna help, if anything, refine your strategy because he has a pretty wide range of knowledge. Um, but really easy to use. The best thing is I always like to elaborate is if you don't know what to ask Neo, you just tell him you don't know what to ask him, and he will tell you what to ask him. So, but let's get back into some levels, guys. The 303 was a level he called yesterday, so we'll watch that. As of right now, we're bleeding, like we expected. Uh, if you look at this bigger feed, let's just kind of get into a little TA as well. Um, I like to look at overall move expansions. So I have this high down to this low. Now that we're breaking structure, we run the risk of somewhere around 264 or shorter. If we break that, ooh, buddy, it's going to be a slide. But I will be shocked if we don't bounce somewhere around there or maybe reclaim it from the 303, right? A little bit, but we'll see, right? We're dropping like we thought from the morning, so yeah, if you're new, you just tell him you're new. Again, he's got multiple ranges of understanding. So if you have a strategy, he's gonna ask, what you want help on. If you're brand new, you just tell him I'm brand new, and he's gonna you can put him on beginner. Beginner is better with real new people because some people don't know how to interpret the sarcastic between the development, right? And so um, but yeah, to Cody's point, I love that you pointed that out. Is sarcastic and friendly or funny are pretty close. The difference is funny is gonna crack jokes and laugh and all that stuff without the minor insults at times. Sarcasm, right? And so, what was that level I said? I think it was like 260 something. So yeah, we're coming through. There's that full extension. I won't chase moves. Again, I don't care how far this drops. I want to wait and see. The only way in my strategy, what I teach, is I look at a key level. I look at structure. If I want to enter this short again, I want to see this sucker come in here. I want to see it reclaim, come up to here, come back, or maybe come up to here, lose this, and then I'll take a short again. Right? I want to see a level reclaimed and lost. That's what I want to see after that. So we traded in Asia and did really well, and so far, we had one really good move here in the U.S. Session, so we don't need to chase this guy. So we'll just wait and let it settle. The extension measure move that I did, it's not something Neo threw out, but I feel like I should mark it because now it looks like it really wants to play out potentially. I think did I? No, I didn't grab it from that one. I think I grabbed it from this one. Pretty much right there. So we'll see. So it's kind of a do or die from that point, right? Anywhere in here likely should try to bounce a little. If it loses that entirely, it's just gonna be a nasty, nasty sweep. So which I still won't chase. But 68 or 65ish somewhere in there is the kind of a measure move play that I teach. But let's ask Neo, guys. Let's jump into it. See what he thinks. Man, what a great call on open. Bunch of people reporting passing their evaluations, a lot of profit, and I did well. I did like 1800 something like that on this move. So your call of us pushing up on open and then dropping was phenomenal, as you see. Give me an update. Where we go from here? Kevin, I can answer the differences on that here in 1 second. On that.
Glad you actually banked the profit instead of donating it back to the house. The market is currently painting a lovely enjoy the drop picture, even if institutional flow is weirdly trying to buy the dip. Don't be the exit liquidity. The bearish path is cleaner, but I would wait for a rejection or failed reclaim at the 29,294.73 to 29,295.17 resistance zone rather than chasing the floor. The first meaningful downside
Okay.
target is the institutional
See
support
the
at
bounce right on the reserve move?
28,894.73. and the trade idea dies if price reclaims and holds above 29,295.17.
Okay, so institutional flow is weirdly trying to buy this dip. The bearish path is still cleaner, but wait for rejection. Failed reclaim of 294, which we didn't get. Um, First meeting side would be 894, 20. Oh man, 28, 894. Good God. Interesting. Y'all know, man, when he throws out crazy ass targets like that, may not hit today. Like that 303 he threw out yesterday, it didn't hit yesterday, but it hit this morning. They all hit. So let's see. I'm gonna put this one here. So this one way down here, he's got his 895, 475. Um, for those who love to learn those kind of stuff, if you're wondering how it broke a massive gamma wall, but I had a pretty good intuition we're gonna bounce. That's kind of what I do. That's just how I see the market and kind of what I teach when I mentor people. Most of the people in the mentor group have seen me do that plenty of times. And so what we want to look at in this move, aside from Neo, is we want to look at something like our 1 minute and just take again just simplistic structure, right? High low. Interesting how that lined up right with that 396 that we had from earlier, guys, huh? And so for us to push up to 396 is normal. It's still a bearish play. That is where I would look for a potential push, doji pull, and take those rejections. If we claim that 396, then it was just a market open sweep dump, and we're going to go up higher. Maybe all the way to the 773, but we'll see. But we'll ask a few more things. So we do have a couple questions in here I'm going to answer while we're waiting for this, guys. I have no interest in taking a long um, unless we can reclaim and hold above that 396. I need a pop, hold, and then I'll for sure be long. I won't be short. Anything short of that, right? You should be short waiting for rejections. And so, again, my favorite move is something like this, where it comes up like that, loses the 50, closes below, and then you're going to get a nasty expansion if that does that. So, what's up, Lupe? Um, so let me answer a couple questions in here. So there's quite a bit of stuff to do on the site. So you're going to want to look through it. But yeah, you can go to, we have a trading lab that's still kind of in beta. We have a lot we want to do with that, but we pivoted to TradeVision. But yeah, if you go to the trading lab, you can see, within here. So these are my old contract ones, I think. And so when you come in, see it's got real time ticker and everything. I could,
Order filled.
open a trade, close a
Order
trade.
closed.
And it actually, we measure your balance, your drawdown, all that stuff. So it kind of helps teach you prop firm stuff too, right, to manage your drawdown. So, but yeah, take a look on the site. We have quite a bit of stuff around, guys. Just explore. I will tell you coming soon. What we're working on now is site concierge Neo. Um, you're going to be able to click on the site and ask Neo where to go, what to do, what to look for, all that. That's coming soon. So, as far as your question, Kevin, so I'm actually going through my mentor program now to get kind of a true head count here because we only had on the site here a few left, like one or two, but there's a few that are still approved. I've already talked to them, but they just never really pulled the trigger on it. And so I'm just gonna start removing some of them. So there's spots open on the mentor program. Uh, you see that push rejection. I still not gonna tell you guys could do your stuff. Most of you guys have Neo. Ask him. But I'll just touch on this briefly. The biggest difference between the mentor program and the VIP. I'll share here is the VIP is like it's what we did to create as like a unlocked grandfathered site access, right? What is powerful on the VIP is that you're grandfathered in um on anything we build going forward pretty much. I mean, we just made that commitment. And those who know us know that we build. We're not done. We have a lot to do. Um, that includes, you'll get access to TradeVision. You'll get access to all the training material, right? We have like hundreds of training courses that we're working through. All those are free, for VIP. It's like a full access, one payment, one stop shop. So, uh, nice. Yeah, hey, let's do it. Let's get you those solid days on there. And make a so I'm gonna tell you, Jasmine, if you want to make a support ticket, I wanna tell you something on that. So just go in and make a support ticket. Say, hey, Nick, you told me to make a support ticket, and then I'll tell you what I want to tell you. But yeah, that's VIP. So guys, Neo, as good as his calls are, right, he's going to be automating trades. That's our end game. That's always been our end game. I want him trading for people. Um, and when you're in VIP, right, even though we don't have it created yet, it's going to be a different subscription cost because it comes with cost. VIP gets it. So the VIP price is going to go up. If you look at the actual price itself, the way we do our pricing, right, is we coupon base. And so all of the prices are the prices, but the coupons are there. But when I say it's going to go up, the price isn't going to go up. This coupon is going to be reduced. That I can tell you for sure because there's a lot of really good stuff coming out. And so if you kind of want that lifetime, forever kind of access from within of that, that's a good one to go. The mentorship program that I do, you can see it's kind of coming down a little bit. I have a few more I'm going to probably pull out because they haven't really responded that were approved. The mentoring part is similar but different, right? Meaning everybody who I mentor has my phone number. We have a private chat, a group chat. We all laugh, talk, joke, help each other, all that stuff. No, VIP gets everything. You don't have to pay for that anymore. And so where the mentorship program is different. I take only 50 people. I will never go over 50. Once I have 50 committed, mentees and subscribers within, and I won't go above that no matter what. So what I get there, I get there. Those in the mentor group know that I take their success extremely personal. You have my personal phone number, private group chat that we're always talking in. We do Asia session trading, extra lessons, beta testing. If I have some questions or thoughts, right, I'll run it through them. I'm way probably too transparent with those guys sometimes, but we all feel like family in there, right? And so that's the mentor program. The mentor program does come with a lot of additional perks that are not on this site. So if you are interested in the mentor program, I highly suggest we get on a call and talk, right? You cannot subscribe to the mentor program without talking to me. It's important. I want to make sure it's right for you and that you're right for the program. So I do have a good amount that I was a little behind on responding to some people that showed some interest. So look for your emails. You might need to look at spam if you've already applied for the mentor program. And let's get on and talk. I want to kind of show you more about what I do, what I teach, the deep parts of that. Just kind of get to know each other. So, uh, anyways, back onto this, guys. Let's kind of see where Neo thinks this is going. Notice how that measure move is still holding. Isn't it cool? Uh, I love that kind of stuff. That's stuff that I teach, right? I'll tell you guys for me, and everybody who I mentor will hold me honest on this. Is I didn't learn what I do now from books or YouTube or even any real mentor. I had a mentor who taught me a certain way, and I pivoted from that, right? Eventually, because I see the market in a different way. And that's why you see Neo do what he does, right? Because I see the market in a different way. I'm a big believer that the market is rigged, as everybody knows. And look at this push up. Um, I like to look for the traps, the inverse. I'm not retail. I'm not. Most people will look at this and go, "Dang, double bottom. If we hold that, we're going up." I don't see it that way. I'm not saying we won't go up, but I'm just saying I don't see it as double bottom, right? And once you can evolve past what you're supposed to look at, it changes how you look at the market. That's the only thing I can tell you. Um, Kind of love the name Neo, right? And wasn't intentful, but it lines up. I kind of equate it to like the Matrix, right? Like once I started to see it in a different way, the whole market changes. It's crazy. So, uh, and I mean, you guys seen right here, right? Just from, I mean, a full free fall with no drop in sight. we bounced pretty damn close right where I said we were, right? Where a lot of people might have taken a high time frame level like this 326 and like, hey, we broke it, taking my short, and now you're getting wrecked. So just kind of how I trade. That's how I do it, how I teach it. But yeah. Um, Again, guys, that's kind of enough about that. I'm only going a little extensive because y'all should have already taken your trades, and you should not be in this trading right now. So I haven't taken any more. I took the one, and that's it. The other thing I will kind of say while we touch on that, and I always am watching the market. If I see something I really like, I'll stop and let you know. And we'll check some levels. But uh, the way I teach, especially in the mentor program, um, it's not a rinse and repeat, strategy, right? Yeah, see you, Lupe. Good job, man. Uh, it's I hate that norm of the strategy, right? Like, let me teach you my, ICT, CRT, the whatever, any kind of the advanced strategies or basic logic or my, special strategy. Well, most of the time, people's special strategy ends up being something that everybody uses, right? I don't like that. I like the anomalies, and so I teach very uniquely. And I know all the people on here would call me out if I didn't. So you guys will see, and you guys can kind of see probably from my live when you guys join each morning. I'm a little more detailed into the market conditions and what I'm looking at and doing uh, and teaching. You know, I've joined so many lives recently that people are asking for help and asking to be taught, and all they get is either mocked or laughed at or go buy my course. So I don't care. I make my money trading. We obviously have a company. We want the company to make some money too, but there's a value of we don't have to charge an arm and a leg and still be a successful company. The reason I built Neo is I want to have people have a one stop shop of development. Think about it. Those who've been paying for things for trading, you guys already understand. But for 100 or even $250, a month to learn everything from brand new to institutional level trading, and get signal calls and get guidance, and it's a steal. So we could definitely charge a lot more for this, but I don't want to do that, and so I don't see us doing that anytime soon. Um, other than that, guys, yeah, I'll look for questions. Thanks for hanging out. You guys give me a follow if you want. I will tell you if you don't follow me. I'm not a social media person, so I'm not rarely on here going hit likes, follow me. But I'm just gonna tell you the honest truth that TikTok sometimes loves me and sometimes it does not. And so if you don't follow me, even when you do follow me, you might not find me again. So some of my mentor group who follow me are like, man, I can't find you on TikTok. I don't know why it does that. So you'd have to follow me to do that. So let's get in, guys. We've had enough talking. You guys see me just do a quick little grab. Whenever we get these polls, I like to see how it reacts to these levels. Kind of stalling, not really sure if it wants to hold it or not, but I love just taking basic retracements, right? And so you can see as long as we hold above here, even in a pullback, any kind of pull here, close above is going to validate the expansion, right? Um, the SpaceX below. So clearly we got a double bottom. I mean, it bounced a lot more than I thought, a little over 100 points, 150 points from that measured move. I didn't take the long, even though I saw that as a potential. It. Another thing I teach is, not every win in trading comes in the form of profit. You know, I love to study. I like to say, well, based on this, we should bounce here. And I like to have it do it in the middle of nowhere where most normal people probably won't look at it that way. Uh, and then when it does it, I don't care if I took the trade or not. I'm excited. Like I love that this just bounced and is still pushing because of something I've seen. That shows you're growing, right? The one trade that you're chasing is not going to, retire you out. It's not going to get you where you want long term, right? So just be excited sometimes that what you called worked. So, but guys, let's check in with Neo real quick again. Let me look and see. I don't see any other questions. Okay, good deal. All right, we are checking in. I was talking to the TikTok group in the community, just kind of explaining to them the importance of after you get a good win, kind of taking a little pause, let the market settle. So we just accomplished that, and I think we're ready to have you give us some new levels. He's unsarcastic, guys, so I always love to see what he's gonna say because you never know. Let's see. He's gonna be honest though,
Glad
that's
you
for
took a
sure.
breather instead of handing your profits back like a typical degenerate. The market is currently choking inside a 15 minutes bullish order block while institutional flow is actively selling, which is a fantastic recipe for getting chopped to pieces. Short trigger. Rejection at 29,455.25 to 29,488.50 with a 1-minute bearish candle body close. First meaningful target is the 29,387.5 support cluster. Long trigger. Reclaim and hold above 29,488.50 with a 1-minute bullish candle body close. First meaningful
So I'm
target
gonna
is the
put that 87.
29,529.5 recent high. Failure back below 29,424 is the first warning. Losing 29,308.5 is the structural invalidation. If you're bored, wait for a clean test of those levels instead of guessing. This compression isn't going to fix itself.
Okay, so 424. This compression isn't gonna fix itself. All right. So I have all those lines down, and I also have 499, 527, and 557. Are any of those still viable? I'm just gonna ask him if I need to remove any of these.
None of those are viable as support because you're currently sitting at
I didn't say support.
29,424.75, which puts everything you listed overhead. You're asking if a ceiling is the floor, which is cute, but not how it works. Those are resistance
Oh, I'm
zones.
about to
The
get him.
market needs to reclaim and hold above the 29493, 29499
It's cute.
cluster before
No,
you
no, it
start
works.
dreaming of those levels as anything other than a headache. Given that institutional flow is still selling into this, I wouldn't bet my lunch money on a clean
Institutional
breakout
flow
until
starting to
price
sell.
actually proves it can hold that higher ground.
Interesting, guys. Yeah, this is his level that he was talking about. Um, yeah, this is the cluster, guys. The point push up. So he said, just to kind of catch you guys up, this is his cluster of resistance. He'd want a rejection off of here, a pullback, and a reclaim of the 455. In a nutshell, right? Would be your play from there. But I'm gonna get him real quick. Hold on. I didn't say if those above were sitting as resistance or support. You assumed they were support. I was just trying to figure out if they were still viable from earlier. So let's keep on track there, baby tomato. See, I'll yell at him too. He's probably going to get me back better though, but it's okay.
Fair enough. My bad for assuming you were looking for support in a basement. If those are overhead, they're perfectly viable as resistance zones.
Such a
Current price is
dick.
29,472.25, and you've got a major institutional wall right at 29,493.53 acting as the immediate obstacle. If price clears there, your 29499, 29527 zone is the next overhead test,
Ah,
followed
you
by
was there, you liar.
29,557. Just keep in mind that institutional flow is still leaning bearish. Don't get married to the breakout until price actually accepts above that wall.
Sounds good. If you had to take direction, would you be looking more short or long? And if you're looking short, would you want just the pullback or do you like the breakout? Let's ask him. So we just swept that area, guys. So a close back below 55 would give that strength. So,
If you're forcing me to
but
pick a
it's
direction,
got to go that
I'd
way
lean
though.
toward waiting, because taking a side in this level of
I
chop
lean
is
toward
just asking to
waiting.
get liquidated. If I had to trade, I'd take a rejection short at the 29,493.96 institutional wall rather than trying to gamble on a breakout that has zero institutional backing. The short is valid if price pushes into that 29,493.96 resistance,
Oh, it's
gets
funny,
slapped
man.
down,
MJ.
and confirms with a 1-minute bearish candle body close below 29,472.25. Your first meaningful target is the 29,382.94 institutional support, and failure
Man,
back above the
they keep changing that.
29,494.40 resistance zone is your structural invalidation. I wouldn't touch a breakout long unless price actually accepts above that entire 29,530 resistance cluster, because right now the institutional sellers are
Right
just
here.
waiting to paint the trap. If you're bored, don't trade. Watching the setup develop is
Yeah,
free.
this is AI. He said the institutions are just waiting to paint the trap. That's just mean. So you're mean to tell me institution big dogs out there are out there to try to take poor little retail money? I'm gonna fire him up a little bit while we wait for this. Yeah, oh he's cool. Yeah, it's all web based, guys. It's our company.
It's not a
You can
grand
go.
conspiracy to steal your specific lunch money, it's just liquidity math. Markets gravitate toward where the obvious stop losses are clustered, because that's where the easy volume is. If you're trading exactly where the herd is trading, you aren't the hunter, you're the liquidity. That overhead institutional level at
I'm gonna taunt him a little bit.
29,493.68 is sitting right where late shorts have their stops. It's not personal malice, it's just the market finding the path of least resistance.
So you mean to tell me that if somebody's using an indicator that 3 million people are using, it's not gonna be good? I mean, if there are 3 million people are using it, it's probably good, right? I'm gonna taunt him a little bit. Guys, we're getting the pull for the expansion.
If popularity actually guaranteed profits, the McDonald's drive-through line would be full of billionaires. When 3 million people look at the same indicator, all they've done is agree
No,
on
he did.
exactly where to put their stop losses, turning that level into a prime liquidity target. Trading isn't a democracy, it's a game
Wow.
of finding
He's
where the
such a
herd is wrong.
dick.
The short setup is active only if price pushes into 29,494.12, rejects, and gives a 1-minute bearish candle body close below 29,458.50. If you're married to
So he
that
wants the
indicator,
candle body
just ask
close.
yourself, if 3 million people are looking at the same line, whose stops do you think the market is hunting first?
Oh man. So I purposely probe those kind of questions, guys, because that's my the more you guys get to know me if you don't know me, that is my thing that I really try to help people with, but nobody ever listens to me when I comment on people's videos. I get a lot of videos of people going, "Hey, I'm trying to use the RSI, and I'm trying to learn MACD, and trying to learn the Bollinger Band, trying to learn this." And don't get me wrong, I mean they're great to learn, understand all that, but don't spend near as much time as you think you should. And That's always my argument, right? People they'll come back and say, "Well, why would you pay for an indicator? Why would I pay for AI when it's already free on TradingView?" If 95% of traders fail and millions of people use that indicator, I'm not saying there's not value in it. It's just most people use those indicators wrong, and you're taught wrong. And so we're continuously sweeping that level. Remember, he wants a sweep of this level with a break below here, which is a 1 minute candle close. So that's this time frame here. So what was that? 55. I'll just kind of put it over here too. So that's the 1 minute side. So he wants a candle close here, which would put it double top now. So we'll see if it does that. So then, and his target was shit all the way back down to the 382. I think. Let's see. Uh, if we get that close. What did he say? No. Play about wait 24. Yeah, he keeps talking about meaningful targets still 387. Um, I will tell you from a structure standpoint, as much as this went up, let me look at kind of our retracement pull. Yeah, for us to come back down to that 380 is, reasonable. So it would be within a 50% pull. But yeah, I'll tell you guys. So again, for those who used him prior, we did a really big update, God, 2 nights ago, and as you can tell, his guidance is a lot clearer as far as that. That's the goal, right? We want to make sure he already knows the answer. I want to make sure he's giving that. Notice even on quick, guys, there's a good amount of times that he is talking a lot still. um, I don't ever want to dilute something just because you have a lower plan. I want you guys to have what you need, and so he's got a little bit of room to expand on the quick limitations if it's warranted, if you will. So If he believes it's an important thing, right? He's got that ability to expand a bit. So let me look at something here. Just want to see. He's got that target there, which is pretty good actually. Hmm. But yeah, so we'll keep kind of chatting with him here. That absolutely was hilarious. And I agree entirely. So we're waiting now to see if price is going to pull. Do you see any shifts or potentials that might tell you this is going to break through, or do we just wait and kind of see if we get that 1 minute close below 455 if we want to be short? I want to see what he says. So we just swept the high. We got to see how that retraces, right? Does it have any kind of pull or
Waiting for the
retracement?
breakdown is just a polite way of saying the market hasn't given you a reason to donate money yet. The short setup is still hibernating. I need price to poke that 29,494.13
We should do
resistance
the
wall,
XRP.
fail to do anything useful, and then confirm with a 1 minute bearish candle close
Let's
below the
do it. Hold on.
29,473.27 pivot. The first meaningful target is 29,382.94, and structural invalidation is a reclaim and hold above 29,494.13. So plan your position size for that full risk distance.
There you go.
Don't go trying to force the trade just because the boredom is hitting you.
Definitely not. Thanks for the advice, but I do want to relay something here, man. Somebody is in my chat and from the XRP army telling me XRP is going to the moon, and your advice on indicators is trash, that AI is worthless. I'm just going to let you handle that. Let's see what he says. Get ready. He might take a minute to think on that one. I should have put it on
The
detailed.
moon narrative is just the retail soundtrack for whenever price does absolutely nothing.
Uh,
XRP is currently trapped in a closet with balanced volume and zero structural follow through, making it the perfect environment for someone to scream hype just to bait exit liquidity. Let them keep typing their fan fiction. I'd rather trade the 1.1118 bid and 1.1123 ask walls than join their fantasy league.
Do you agree with what they said about indicators? They're better than AI. We'll move back to NQ. We're already waiting for this close here to get that pull, or close above here to get the push. So
Indicators aren't trash or better. They're just glorified weather reports that people love to blame when they forget their umbrella. XRP is currently pinned in a boredom-inducing
hey,
standoff between a 7,234 bid wall at 1.1118 and a
there's your
7,803
short,
ask
guys.
wall at
Look at it. Let's see.
1.1123, which is basically the market signaling that it has absolutely no idea
Ooh,
where
look
it's
at a
going.
little reclaim.
Save the moon fantasy for the comment section and wait for a clean expansion outside those walls before you start pretending to be a fortune teller.
It said the indicators are glorified weather reports that people blame when they forget their umbrella. Uh, Man, they swept that pretty good, guys. Let's look and see how we treat this pull though, because we're getting a little expansion, but we got a wick here. I want to see a pretty deep bear pull here. Otherwise, might get a little further expansion. I forgot, what did he say earlier? He said
Kind
something
of
about,
he's holding a breakout retest on a trend
yeah,
line that I had on
yeah,
the higher 5 minute trend line.
yeah. This right here definitely is a sweep, so very interesting. You guys know how from the mentor group I read these, right? So we are just consolidating between two critical zones with a sweep high and a sweep low. It doesn't mean we're going up, doesn't mean it's going down. Uh, the market's always going to try to bait people. So like, watch this. Man, we looked like we were really going to drop that, and then all of a sudden we pushed up like crazy. Do you think this is going to moon? I'm kind of taunting him a little more than I should, because he's going to remember this in my memory. I'm going to tell Alex, can you take that part out?
This is just a liquidity sweep testing the overhead resistance wall at 29,494.13,
Watch what
so
I'm going to
don't
say
mistake
next.
a single push for a trend reversal. The long is only valid if price holds the 29,471.75 swing 50% and clears the 29,494.13 wall toward the 29,532.00 target, while failure back through the 29,472.05 pivot support is the first warning and structural invalidation.
Yeah. Man, you weren't lying. They swept that top at that wall and then just dropped it. That's crazy. See, see the sweeps. You got this is why I love Haikanashi. You can see these sweeps
Classic
coming.
liquidity grab. Pull in the breakout buyers, let them get comfortable, then pull the rug at the 29,471.6 resistance wall. The short setup confirms on a breakdown and hold below 29,424.13 with a 1-minute candle close, targeting 29,344.13. Invalidation is a reclaim and hold above 29,471.6.
I'm just checking my thing. I got 1500 on one here. I've got to recalculate that TP. Well, it's about to hit the other one. Who's shorting this? I mean, he's been calling this for a bit. I just been kind of casually waiting for that.
I'm in short right now.
Oh, just got that
Yeah,
one
me
too.
too.
His target was 382. Well, guys, if you didn't get market up, and there you go. There's your short, guys. We're done for the day. Have a great day.
But the trick is like trying to like hold that confidence, like to make sure
Uh-huh.
that the price will hit that level. Because
Yep.
I exit out kind of early whenever I get on profit.
I exit out early too, my friend. Don't worry.
Well, the trick, right, and I love that you say that, right, because that's what I've been preaching a bit is what gives you the ability to know or to be able to hold that, right? And so a few things. One is confidence. You gotta listen to Neo. The more that it doesn't matter if it's a Neo thing, an indicator thing, a me thing, or whatever, your own trading strategy. You have to build that confidence that it works. Otherwise, you're not going to trust it. Just like think about when we have like our trap and block one, right? Like uh, the little trap one that we have. When we see those purple blocks, they work pretty freaking often. Like when I see that, I get more trust to be like, dang, every time this breaks it or shows up, it drops pretty good. So I'm gonna have that confidence. Same thing with Neo over time, when he says a price is going to hit a target, and I think it was 382. I have to look back that he said, if the thing just hits it over and over and over, right, you got to kind of build a little confidence that it's going to either hit it or get really close to it. Now, the second piece to that puzzle is volume. We've talked about that a bit. The issue a lot of people have when you're scalping is you're going to be high volume, 1, 2 in Q, 3 in Q, whatever crazy volume you're trying to do, and you'll do the TA, have the whole target set up, but the moment it goes in a couple $100 profit, you're happy. You're like, I'm out. Whereas if you had, maybe 2 MNQ, 3, 4, 5 MNQ, you might be able to take the whole move and catch a 2, 3, 4, 500 point move, right? And so, confidence usually gets shattered if you are trading too much volume. Uh, or like I said, you haven't built that confidence in the tool that's telling you to do whatever. Now the third caveat I will agree with is that um, if you have money to easily replace something, it also builds confidence. So like I treat my stuff like a business. So if I on one of my stuff, if I get to where I'm like, okay, I got a $2,000 payout coming today, that's guaranteed money. I might have a little more confidence to take a bigger swing on the next trade and let it go, right? And so look at that perfect rejection right off the 55. I mean, which is a structural thing too. Um, so all that kind of lines up, right? It just takes time. So, but for those who kind of been hanging out and watching this, I don't know, anybody take the short on TikTok or in the room here? I'm just curious. I took that. I got what I needed on 3 of my accounts. So with that drops, just casually. So Lovey, I don't even know. I'll probably do this one too, I guess. Um, but yeah, if you're trailing it out, still, then he had a target of 82. I'm curious. I think it was 82. Let me scroll up. I don't want to. We got a little sidetracked. Yeah, right here. First meaningful target is 382.94. So technically 33. So let's give him a re-inch here. All right. And so that was his target. He hits those pretty damn often, but you got to remember it doesn't have to. It's a new person thing, and as an experienced trader, it's frustrating to hear. But then I've also done it when I was new. Um, if he gives a call to stay short on a rejection from this level, whether you entered off the rejection or you entered on the confirmation close, I mean, here to there, that's like 100 point move, y'all. Like, if if it gets down to $10 away from it, $15 away from it, that's a damn good call. Always trail your stuff you don't know, and to your point on reversals or news, out of nowhere it could just shoot up, and then you get every now and then the people that go, "Dang, he was wrong," and it's like, what do you mean he's wrong? He just called 88 point move, right? Always trading's trading. Anything can happen. Nothing is perfect. I don't care how good he is doing or seems. Nothing in trading is perfect. Nobody is perfect. He's getting pretty damn convincing because, again, guys, for those who don't uh, believe it or think it's too good to be true, I record everything. So it's on YouTube. Go to our YouTube under live, and you can watch the first 15 minutes of every session, and you will see. So let me see. Do I need to be a VIP to join the mentor group? No, no, you don't need to be a VIP. If anything, that's sometimes perks that I'll give people, right, to get them the right tools to get them off the ground. So the best thing, like I said on the mentor VIP proposal, just click the little button and I'll shoot you an email and let's schedule time to talk. That, and then we can do that. So how much money do you need in the market to possibly be making $500 a day in your trades? If your trades are right. Well, so keep in mind there's a lot of variables. There's a million ways to trade, guys. Um, if you're new, you're gonna want to probably do prop firms before you do real money. Because I will tell you, it gets very expensive if you try to do real money. If you think about it, if you put $1,000, let's say, in an account, and you make a mistake, that $1,000 is gone. So if you put $1,000 from your bank invested into prop firms, you could get 10 or 11, 12 accounts depending on your coupons. Um, that have each of them, $2,000 in drawdown, and you can make 11 mistakes right between that. And so it's just a better way to do it. So the prop firms I typically use right now are my funded. I have our company ones on the Apex. But my personal ones I use is primarily my funded and Lucid on those two. And so I just have a good relationship with them, their support. I've been on calls with some people from my funded, um, and so I trust them. So, and there's not a lot of trust in prop firms right now. So there's so many prop firms out there. Uh, but those are the two I like. They have, I think, my funded has a really good deal going on too right now. And guys, I don't have an affiliate code with them. I probably should do one, but again, I make my money other ways, so I'm not one that's on here going use my affiliate code. I just want you guys to find deals. But my funded has one for new people and experienced till the end of the month on Rapid or Builder 50Ks or Pro. If you use code 300K, it's right on their website. It's not mine. The Yeah, the drawdown is a pain if you use Rapid because it's intraday. But if you do the builder, it's not intraday on that. I'm not a huge fan of the builders, but it's the easiest one to get money out of it. But for people that want to make a lot of money out of it, they're not the best ones for you to do. Uh, so let me check something real quick. Hold on one sec. Okay. Let's see what this thing wants to do, guys. So we're testing it again. Let's ask Neo. What a great short call. We didn't quite make that 383, but we're reclaiming and rejecting. Do you think that on the second pass back down, we're going to still aim short for that target? Would you still see 455 as what we need to close below? Let's see. Guys, it's 10:32, so just if you are green, just if you're happy
Thinking
with
the
what you
market
got, don't
owes
go
you
crazy.
a second pass on that short when structure just reclaimed the institutional pivot is a fast way to turn realized profit into a donation. The
You
short
shut
is
up.
not valid while price holds 29,470.45. It becomes worth considering only if price loses that level and fails to reclaim it with a 1 minute
Oh,
candle close
470
confirmation,
now.
with
Interesting.
29,433.54 as the first meaningful target and 29,492.70 as structural invalidation.
So 470.5, we'll say. That's the one that he wants to watch it reject off of. And it just came up and rejected off of it. I already had a shorted there, luckily, on that. But sometimes, man,
Yes, too late.
dude,
Too late
sometimes,
on it.
sometimes by the time I'm marking the lines, man, the move is already jumping because it's US, right? But so I jumped
I
into it.
followed as soon as you said it. Sorry.
You're good, man. Hey, you guys do. I was already in it because I have a, I'll ladder some things. And so on this rejection here, I already had it played with a stop. But I still like to see his calls, right? And so um, he wants a rejection technically off. In all fairness, this is a nice short, but be careful because he did say he wants a rejection off 470, but he needs it to break with a candle close below 433.50. And so I'm going to take out that 424. So in order for him to believe it's going to get back to the 383, he wants a rejection off of the 470 and a close below 433. So just make sure you trail it because we didn't get that close below 433. So meaning could jump if it wanted to. Let me look at. No, 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 no. Well, I mean, technically, that might. Let's see how this reacts, right? Because we did get the pull, and we're coming back to that 470. So we just reclaimed it. If we lose this again, that would be the pull, and the retest close below. Let's see. For a long setup, what does that look like right now?
It pretty much held the double top.
Yeah.
I mean, double bottom, sorry.
The long is a trap waiting to snap shut. Price is currently stuck inside a bearish order block while institutional flow is actively selling into it. A long only becomes worth considering if price clears the top of the bearish OB at 29,529.50 with candle body acceptance. The first meaningful upside target is 29,532.00. Invalidation is a confirmed loss of the 29,470.89 institutional pivot. Why try to fight the sellers parked in that block instead of waiting for them to get cleared out?
Oh no, I feel way better being short today until we get above that 527.
Hoping the market
Oh,
cares
that's
about your
awesome.
feelings regarding
I'll read that 1 second. Thank you for sharing that.
29,529.50 is a bold strategy when the price is actively grinding inside a bearish order block. The short setup is
Appreciate
active
it.
only if price rejects this area and loses the 29,461.36 pivot. First target is 29,433.52, and invalidation is a confirmed 1 minute close above 29,529.50. If price clears 29,529.50, you aren't just wrong, you're exit liquidity.
Your exit liquidity. uh, so we're getting that pull, the reclaim, guys. Typically you're gonna again mark the high, the low, see what the strength is. If we get a sweep through this with some strength, it's gonna likely get that close below the 433. So let's see. But no, I appreciate you sharing that testimonial, guys. Again, and I'm gonna read that for people because many people in here, especially in the Google Meet. So those on TikTok, I'm on TikTok, YouTube, and Google Meet here. So we have a Google Meet going on over here. Many people in here have known me for years. They've seen me, even me, grow as a trader, right? They've seen me be happy with $100 days, $200 days, small days, take losses, take wins, completely change my trading style, right? So they've known me long enough, and the people in the mentor group, like I keep saying, it's such a good group, where we feel like family, right? We always joke about one day, once Neo's out here trading for everybody, and we're all sitting on our island, right? We're gonna sip some drinks and talk about how trading was hard, right? We always joke about that. Um, but uh, about me, right? For those who don't know me, um, I just I have a true passion to change the industry. I think that there's a lot of salesmanship that goes on. There's a lot of lying, a lot of deceiving, and people see this trading industry as a business opportunity, right? Which I know sounds weird because we have a business, but what I mean by it is there's a lot of things that people will do that recreate the same stuff over and over and over and over and call it a new strategy or call it something they've done for years, and it's BS. They read it out of a book, they learn from YouTube, and what happens is it capitalizes on people's hopes, right, and dreams, and you don't know better. And so the better I got as a trader, the more I seen behind the curtain, right? Like I said, the old Matrix, I can seeing behind the curtain. I build indicators. I build, AI. I'm not the AI guy, but I won't get into that. Um, and when I see things on live and I see things through that go on, and man, just liars out there, and they just see it as business opportunity. They don't care really about your success. They'll say it, but they just want to know how convincing they can be to sell you something really expensive, right? And it happens so much y'all don't even know. Like, and I went on a little campaign a bit ago trying to kind of combat it and call people out and be like, and nobody listens. I can't tell you. I've gone through, guys, in the mentor group. You guys keep me honest, man. Even my mentor group. We've gone through some videos where we went through and commented on multiple people's videos asking for help, and I'm like, I'm willing to help. I mean, even got AI that can help you. Um, and you just get overlooked, right? It's like, I don't want you. Like, one person told me, get off my live. Nobody cares about your AI. We're talking about my indicator, or or this person's indicator. I'm like, okay. Uh, and so it's just such an interesting industry, right? And so in order to change something, to change a behavior, whether it's in the industry or whatever, um, I have to disrupt it, right? And that's kind of what I'm doing purposely with Neo. And where that disruption comes from is currently in the industry, and some of you who probably pay for these things, you have to, where do I get started? Well, go to my YouTube or go to this and buy my course. Then you learn that course, which guess what? That evolves into, well, you got to learn the next course, and then you got to learn the next course, right? Yeah. Oh, thanks. And so, there's the never-ending cycle of you got to learn, right? Well, everything says, well, you got to pay a little more. You got to pay a little more, right? Oh, I appreciate it. And it's just that rabbit hole of like, oh, I'll give it to you if you pay this, right? And so when we created this company, and guys, our company has been around since end of March. It's not like we've been here for years. I've been doing this for years. I've been, building things and companies and all this for years. And Alex, our co-owner and programmer, he's just phenomenal. Like, not enough I can say about him. Um, this company is ran by three friends that have known each other for 25, 30 years, and we all three have, when we created this company, a deep passion of just, I just want to see people win, man. I'm so tired and help me if I'm wrong on this, guys, if I'm way off base, but this industry drives me crazy because if you do well, the person or tool you're using is going to take credit for you doing well. If you do bad, then it's your fault because you chose the wrong strategy on the wrong day, or you did this wrong or that wrong, or it's like a, I'll take the credit for doing good, but boy, if you did bad, it's your fault, right? And I hate that. And or it's a, well, if you did bad today, it's because you don't know my special blocker, genuine, amazing strategy. But let me tell you, and and then when you say, "Wow, what's that?" Oh, $1,000, I'll tell you. Like, I mean, it's so stupid, guys. It drives me crazy. And so what I'm doing to disrupt the industry, and I'm just going to keep preaching until enough people see it. Uh, I want Neo to do everything. He already pretty much can. He's going to guide you, be your mentor 24/7, develop you. We just added memory that gives him deep development plans, right? Where 4 months from now, he's going to be like, hey, 4 months ago, you were asking crazy questions, man. You're growing. You're doing great. Like, great job. And, he's going to have that recognition. That was that last patch we just did. And I'm going to make him better. Those of the mentor group know that every time I go, man, guys, this is exciting. I'm done. And then 2 days later, hey, guys, I have an idea. They're like, oh, God, here we go again. My mind doesn't stop thinking, guys. I've been in management all my life since I was 18. I've been in customer service all my life. I understand that part of it. And I'm, you know, I have kind of certain forms of ADHD, if people know on that, and so it's a superpower when honed right, because I can see patterns, structure, things like it. Just I see it differently, right? And so when we created this company, we were just on a mission. We're like, hey, let's do it different. I don't want to do anything the same, like anything, right, at all. And so even our trading courses, when we first put out our trading courses, they were videos, and I'm like, that's stupid. Like everybody has videos. Let's do something cool, right? And so Alex, who's just amazing, came up with the idea to do this, and these are our training courses, guys. They're books. They're not even.
ICT strategy
Guess what? He
tips.
reads it to you,
Introduction.
right? And I'm gonna mute it. So Neo's over here teaching you ICT, right? Guess what you can do? If you have a question, you can ask him. Hey, I don't understand what you mean by liquidity to retracement. And he's gonna tell you, right? And so it's different. I want it to be different. I don't want to do a repaint, sell you guys the same thing. It's also why, for that, I have mentioned a few times. Correct me if I'm wrong. Those of you guys in the industry, I could charge probably a lot of money for this guy. Uh, he's your one-stop shop, like and you can talk to him whenever you want, 24/7, right? And I don't want to do that. I've had people from communities message me and go, "Hey, if you broke them up and did mentor Neo and then signal calling Neo and then you could do a development Neo and then you can make way more money." And I'm like, I make my money trading. Obviously, we want our company to be profitable too, but I don't need to price gouge people to make a successful company. I just don't. Um, and so there's a lot of intent, and some more than other in my mentor group know. I don't do things without intent, right? And oh, welcome. Um, there's some intent in everything I do, and I'll tell you the intent just bluntly on why we do this Neo sessions, right?
Hello, I'm Neo.
Is
Let's capture the mood.
him giving guidance on a stream for free with no credit card attached, no nothing, is going to you know disrupt the industry, because guess what? You don't have to pay for it. Those crazy buy sell signals you all relied on at times, right? This is a stream. It's free. You guys can all watch it. It only does Nasdaq MNQ right now, but it's because it's free. So there's intent there. Why I do that. So same intent of TradeVision. So TradeVision is the hub. He is the brains. He's the and with the new edition with the memory and all that stuff, if you know nothing, you're gonna want to start with him. If you're advanced or you just want to get to advanced, you can start with him. He's gonna teach you all the way up to the old fun institutional levels, right?
Hello,
And
Nick.
so
I'm ready,
let's load him
assuming the
back up.
market can eventually find a direction that doesn't involve mindless chop.
I have him on sarcastic. So we have different personalities. If you want him on institutional, put him on institutional, right? So you can click on here and say, watch. Can you explain for my TikTok and community the differences between trading like a retail trader and trading like an institutional trader? Go ahead and be detailed if needed. I'll let him explain it.
Retail logic focuses on buying support and selling resistance, effectively handing liquidity to larger participants who view those predictable stops as primary targets. An institutional style lens flips that perspective. Instead of asking where to enter, it asks where retail stops are clustered, where participants are trapped, and whether price is accepting value or just sweeping liquidity. Trading with this perspective involves identifying the stop hunts, liquidity sweeps, and failed breakouts that catch retail traders on the wrong side of the move. Retail often follows textbook patterns, while institutional style analysis assesses the market's liquidity path and waits for structural confirmation before trusting the direction.
There you go. If somebody's an experienced trader and they want to learn, are they able to learn some more advanced stuff? Liquidity, all those things from you? Is that something you can help? Let's see what he says. I'm usually like a little cautious because I'm always on sarcastic, but I'm like, okay, I'm an institutional. He should behave. Sarcastic, man. He's that dude just make you laugh all day. Let's see. He's thinking about it.
That is my primary function. I assist traders in transitioning from retail level mechanics to institutional style analysis. I help stress test your strategy against liquidity, order flow pressure, and structural traps to improve decision consistency. You bring your read,
See, I
and
knew
I
he
will
was
help
gonna do
validate it against the liquidity path.
that.
Do you want to review your current trade plan or explore liquidity mechanics?
So guys, he's true AI. No, not the fake AI that you see at times on here on lives. Um, Notice what he did. He sees that I'm intrigued. I'm asking questions, right? I want to learn. Mentor Neo just kicked in. This he's analyzing your question. Do you want to learn? You know, about this. You want, and eventually he'll say, what is your current plan? Like, what do you look at? Like, he's gonna eventually try to figure out you, get to know you, and that's amazing because in the memory that we developed, that we just the extended memory that we just pushed, um, as he gets to know you, you're gonna be able to say things like, hey, uh, I'm doing well, but I just still get stuck from time to time. What should I work on? And he's going to be able to find holes in your trading, right, and all that. So, uh, I didn't answer that on the precision entry. Yeah, I could show that in 1 second here. Um, and so all that's in there, guys. We're done trading on that. It looks like I had a limit order on my last account, and so it only needs to, I didn't need much on this one to finish it off, so if it gets down to like 30, yeah, pretty much 33, yeah, 33.75, then it should be good. So we get into here somewhere. Yeah, but I wanted to finish, I totally got sidetracked there, guys, the old ADHD kicked in there. And so, they put in the Google Meet, I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Is it Niraj? I'm horrible at it. I apologize. Some of the normalized, like simplified names, I still will probably butcher it. I can talk to AI all day, but I'm terrible at names. But they put a testimonial, so I really appreciate feedback, guys, because this is what got me on my rabbit hole of my intent. My trading has done a 180 since I started using NEO. I've been trading for 20 plus years, but this is such an added icing on the cake. Great job with this, Nick. That I'll tell you, what means so much about that to me. One, I appreciate you taking the time to share. Um, but you bring up something that I think some people don't think of, or they forget, or they lose focus, is the pour that I keep talking about. I don't care if you've been trading for 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, 30 years. You want to win. You want to be green. And I don't care if you're already green, right? If you can have a tool that can make your life easier, that can make it maybe less stressful or more green, like why not do it, right? I used the analogy, I think last night. I said it's like me saying, "Hey, go cut the grass. Here's a lawnmower," and you saying, "No, I'm good. I got a pair of scissors." I mean, you might cut the grass, you're gonna get it done, but why not do it easier? And so, I really appreciate that feedback a lot. Because that I really focus heavily to hone Neo in on. Ooh, oh, my take profit was a little bit past. Well, hey, my take profit. There you go. Well, 4 accounts I got where I want, and while I'm talking. Uh, but I wanted to really tailor onto the beginner portion of it, but also the experience, guys, because experienced people, I mean, shoot, we want to. If I didn't have Neo, I was in here, dojis and sweeps and watch this and wait for the break and check out this, and I'm constantly guiding and teaching. I mean, it's a lot of work, and you guys see how I do these morning sessions now. I'm like, hey Neo, where are we going? All right, cool. Hey guys, we're going down to there. Yeah, we just did TP. Cool, that was sweet. Like, think of the level of ease that gives me in my trading. And I love it. And those who have been watching and following on TikTok for a while, um, Neo's calling 100-point moves like they nothing. And I love when I get even some big name traders that are like, you want to be part of my room? We caught a 50-point move today after 2 hours. And I'm like, man, and it's great. Like, congratulations. I'm not knocking it. But I mean, y'all seen even today, Neo called like, 150-point moves, and he's about to call another 100-point move that's about to hit TP. So he's calling them out like they're nothing, right? And so again, guys, I want the feedback. I do appreciate it. Just so all of you know, anybody who's on the trial, anybody who's even subscribed, right? Or even thinking about it. Alex, myself, Paul, we are still developing. We do not plan on stopping developing. We have so many ideas, and those who know me know that's true. Um, and it's just gonna get better. So you just if you're interested in getting better, finding consistency as a trader, using real technology that will actually help you, um, you're gonna want to stick around, right? And if there's something that Neo's not doing that you want him to do, a suggestion, we're always open to suggestions. We get a good amount at times, and some are great, some not really feasible, quite yet, but I'll reach out to let you know, right? If I can do something like that, especially if you're do it through a support ticket. But if it's something, I mean, a lot of great ideas later on came from feedback. Somebody had a feedback of, I love talking to him on a microphone, but can I just click here and get a prompt? Well, guess what we did? Within like 2 hours, we added a whole bunch of suggested prompts that you can do, and they're all filtered out. So if I want to put something like liquidity, because Nick said liquidity is amazing, it's going to filter everything that we have in here with liquidity, and you can choose it. If you have a question that you like, right? Like let's say, where's the liquidity likely sitting? I just push the star, and then when I come out and come back in, right? Let me pull this out. When I come out and I come back in and I go to the top, it favorites it up there. That was another suggestion, right? So we're always open to suggestions. One suggestion that I loved that I just keep forgetting to tell Alex is the symbols. I would love when I type in a symbol, right? And so if I type in like that, I would love a little favorites button on the side as well. So if I choose my favorites, when I click the symbol button, it could just auto populate my favorites. Then I can just click, right? I don't have to type it. And so that's something I want to add. We definitely can. I just with this big update, we were so busy. I just keep forgetting to ask Alex. Uh, but the point of it is we are still working, building, adding. The two things that I just talked to Alex about that he is doing right now, if you're wondering, is he is going to add a bilingual option, for other languages. I know for sure Spanish, but there was like 10. And so I know how Alex is. He's going to, if he does one, he'll probably do all of them. But in case you're wondering, if you want him to speak, say, Spanish, he will speak Spanish. You just ask him to speak Spanish. I'm told the pronunciation is pretty terrible until we put the bilingual in there, but as far as what he says, typing out, right, is good. So, yeah, Daniel, you set me up, man. Daniel's like, it's good. And then I showed, someone who really speaks Spanish, and they're like, yeah, that's shit. And then I'm like, whoa, buddy. My Spanish speaking friend said it was good, so I think he was fluffing me now. Set me up, Daniel. Uh,
Man, I'm out of here.
yeah, all right, Cody. Hey, you end up good. I mean, the calls were pretty good. If you're
Yeah,
fine,
I took that last
little
loss
drop.
right there, but I
Yeah,
ended up
look,
with 700
it.
bucks on my funded today. So
That's awesome, man. Yeah, guys, I'm up 6,000 while I'm talking,
I don't
and
want to hear what you're up. Quit
you know
telling
what?
me.
I'm just saying, someday the student needs to surpass the master. You're just not using Neo appropriately. Guys, Cody and I have history. Don't
It's
don't.
true. I'm not usually appropriately. No,
Everybody
it's good, man. Yeah.
everybody knows in here that Cody asks for it half the time. You know, he pokes the bear. No, but awesome, man. But yeah, I
I
love
appreciate you, bud.
your feedback, man, from him earlier. So I'm glad Sarcastic's back, man, because you know it's good when
Oh yeah,
I stay up an extra hour when I don't even need to, just because I'm talking shit with Sarcastic and he's making me laugh, right?
he's
So
cracking me up, man.
it's crazy. Um, anyways, guys, you know, again, that was his short was a break retest of the 470, close below the 433. You can see all that played out. His target was 383, you know, with a long target of 303. So the 383 already hit. I mean, that was quite a bit of moves. So I know you wanted to see, guys, what time is it? We have 4 minutes. I'll do this quickly. I think I have it on here. Do I have it on here? Yeah, I just have it muted. Let me mute everything else. So we do sell indicators, guys. You know, I'm not on here promoting heavy on indicators. I think they're great. Ours are really good. They're very unique. They're not repainted. Um, and they're like $20, right, for with the coupon. So we don't really price gouge like crazy on our indicators. So let me see. Oh, I have it muted. I'm like, what the hell is it broken? Stupid. I forgot I muted it. Uh, but yeah, so this is the 5 minute chart. I'm not sure if you were looking for something specific, but if you were on with today, you can see the sells. You know, we were pretty sell. There's no buys from the five, anyways. This sell, this buy is a little rough. This one not bad. 750 to I mean, it's a 50-point move. You know, these were sell, buy, sell. This one's not great, but it's a resell, not a standard. So I don't know if you had something specific on that part. Um, so the precision, I'll tell you guys really quickly. Um, uh, Us moving to TradeVision and focusing all our attention there kind of left that there. But I really hate buy sell signals. I'm gonna tell you right now, I just hate them. I don't even like calling these buy sell signals. They're more of a bias. I taught people how to use them for your bias. The reason why is quickly is if I have a buy and sell signal, I could sit here and do all the TA under the sun. You know, man, I'm gonna stay short. Man, we're so bearish. Ooh, we're rejecting off here. I'm staying short. Sounds good, man. All right, got everything lined up. Got my plan. We're good. Ooh, buy signal. All right, long. I'm in. It's what I call shiny toy syndrome, right? Like you could review 30 things for an hour and decide you're gonna only take shorts, and that one little buy signal populates, and bam, you're in long. It just throws your whole thing out the window. Uh, and that's part of using indicators wrong because there's no indicator, even as good as we make these, that is going to be perfect, right? And we have some pretty good ones. I mean, look at here, just through all buy. You got the nice little sell, little wiggle room. Sell, buy, sell. Everything in PineScript is lagging. Nothing in here is real time. It makes it difficult, right? And that's where AI is way better because I don't have those limitations. Um, but they're really good. But what I use the precision entry one that we have for is not as much signal but bias, right? So like if this thing is throwing cells on my macro, ain't no way I want to take longs. Uh, I go down the time frames also. So here's our 1 minute and see. Look at if the thing keeps throwing cells, you probably don't want to take a buy. So it's going to help you with your bottoms, but it's not perfect, right? You can see here through a buy, um, which may end up coming up. So my dog's back, buddy. I know. I'll give you attention in a minute. Hold on, we're almost done. Um, and so it's more of a bias, right? I love it also in the 15-second. I use it on a multi-time frame because look at even in a 15-second chart, it didn't throw very many buys. Now, if you put in them together in like a try chart, that's how I used to teach people. If the 5 is buying, or let's say the 5 is selling, and the 1 minute is buying, and the 15 seconds buying, it's literally a bias shift that's screaming at you, right? Like low time frames are starting to buy while high time frame is selling. You might not want to take that short on the high time frame while all those other ones are buying, right? It's giving you that early read, and that's how they should be used. And that just goes back to my point of, like I said, indicators are amazing. I'm not an anti-indicator person. They're just not used right. So they're not taught right. So I don't need the indicators on at all. So to trade, but I like them because they're like when I trade, this is usually my setup, right? Like I'll have all these indicators on, you know, and I know what each of them means, and I know I'm watching the structure and other things that I look at. And I like to see how it impacts when it gets to the indicator. That tells me everything. So, um, but guys, if I can leave those of you who just joined or that might be new, yeah, Pig Latin's funny. Uh, you can study indicators, and that's great. But the best advice I could give anybody, and I said this the other day, if I could go back and do it all over again, right, without wasting time, it would be spending more time understanding structure, how the market moves, um, how it reacts, the why, um, the candle progression, the order flow, right, coming in. All that is so much more important than any indicator you're ever going to have. I promise you that. There's a million ways to trade, and I think the best way is the way that you can see the best. You know, my way might not be the way you can see the best, but I will tell you, if you're intrigued enough to learn, join here each morning or sign up for the mentor portion, um, or VIP. If you're in VIP, you can join our mentor sessions that we have anyways on that. The but I have done a lot of analytics, and I love Heikenhashi over candles. This right here makes my ADHD brain go bananas because it's just I see it, I know what it all means, right? But it's just it's a mess, you know. And when you go like that, I mean, I can see clear pivot point progressions, flat tops, flat bottoms. I can see these wicks clearly. I can see the dojis clearly, all that stuff. So, with let's see. Yeah, well, you can talk to your own Neo. So this is not a personal Neo. This is it's our company, and I'm not promoting a company. This is a company that me and two friends built. So it's nextstepalgo.com. You just go to the website, and he is so good. It's almost too good to be true when I promote it. And I know I want you guys to have distrust in this industry. Validate, trust, and verify. That's the management in me. And so when you go to TradeVision here, Neo is going to be all over our site. Eventually, you're going to load up nextstepalgo.com, and Neo is going to be saying, "Welcome to nextstepalgo.com." Like he's going to be everywhere. But TradeVision is where he's doing this. That's the brains, the hubs. So when you click on TradeVision, we do a 3-day free trial. We don't link it through Stripe. You don't add a card. You just literally go to the website. Takes you 2 minutes, and you click it, and bam, you can be talking to them yourself. When you're in, you just click here, choose the symbol that you want. If you don't know what you want, you can click the exclamation, or you can scroll down to see what we have. Right. This is futures, options, stocks, and crypto. He will do all of them. So, and then all you do when you want to talk to him is you just click the microphone, talk to him, send it, or you click here, choose a question, or type your question. So, but yeah, you guys can all talk to him yourself if you like. So, that was the intent of building them, right? Is I would love to be on here 24 hours a day, but I got things to do, and I got family too. So, I wanted to build something that could be there for you 24 hours a day. So, guys, do not overtrade today. If you kept your volume manageable and you took Neo's guidance, you should be up really big today. I have, like I said, 6,000 on it, and I wasn't doing anything fancy. I was just enter when he said and set TPs and just didn't watch it. You guys saw me do live, so he's done this every day, for at least the past 6 weeks. Calling the moves, market open, just massive. So if you want to get a little more confidence build, because I think you should research everything, trust but verify, even me with me. Go to YouTube. It's at Next Step Algo, and look up the lives, the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes of our session every morning, and you'll see he's done this every day. Yeah, no, he's gonna. That's so that's watch list. Watch list is gonna trade 4 people. So the watch list coming soon, and so that one is gonna be awesome. So it's gonna be automated trades. Notifications. You guys think I'm gotten lazy with it now. When watch list comes out, we're gonna just be sitting here chatting, going, "Yeah, guys, let's just wait." Oh, crude oil's in the long. Okay, cool, sounds good. Let me go. Oh shit, it is. Okay, yeah, let's go in. All right, we're long. Cool, got the TP. So, anyways, all right, cool. Oh wait, oh, gold's in a long now. Okay, shoot. Okay, like it's gonna notify you, right? Right now, Neo is you answer, he grabs, interprets, response. Watch list is going to be notified. It's going to be a fetch grab every, so many seconds, right? He's going to tell you where things are ready to buy. Imagine what that's going to be when you connect them to your crypto wallet. Oh man, I appreciate it. Yeah, check it out. And if they have any questions, let me know, man. To finalize that answer, he's going to be able to tie into crypto, right, and trade your wallet. I mean, I want him trading my portfolio. I want to wake up one morning and have the whole market dump and be like, and check with Neo and be like, don't worry about it, man. I sold what you told me to sell. We're good. I saw that dump coming. It's all gonna happen, guys. It's not a if. It's definitely there. Uh, so the watch list we're still kind of we're building from within, right? There's gonna be a lot of custom settings, so I don't want to go deep into that part. But yeah, I appreciate you sharing that, guys. I'm really easy to go get a hold of. If you guys can DM me on TikTok, you can comment on a video. I mean, I have alerts set up, so I get it pretty quick. Um, someone who's an affiliate of mine went live. I don't know if Daisy's on here, and I was just working, and it's like Daisy's live. I'm like, I'll join that. And I went in and I just started talking to her on our live, right? And I'm pretty easy to get hold of. So if you have questions, hit me up. I don't hide nothing. I'm in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. If you live nearby, let's go get some burrito tacos or something. Um, yeah, I mean, I've gotten on the phone with people, I mean, stuff like that. So, what prop firm? Um, I'm I'm gonna keep that answer quick. My primary ones I do are my funded and Lucid. I have a company one with Apex, but personal is my funded and Lucid. But guys, we gotta get going. It is 11:07. I trade options and futures with my VIP and mentor group from 11 till whenever they feel like getting off. Um, and I'm already late, so we might have to move that back to 11:30 because I keep going a little bit over, guys. So, but the good news is y'all have your own Neo, so I'm sure you're already still doing it. Uh, so I'm gonna jump over there. But guys, I warned this earlier. If you are interested at all, you might want to go to the website and register so you have that bookmarked on there. If you want to follow me on the live, I go live every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11. I will tell you, TikTok's being nice to me now. They're not suppressing me as much as they were. But I have people who follow me that are like, thought you went live. I couldn't even find you. So, uh, I know, right? You're probably not wrong, Brain. Um, and so, if you don't follow me, you probably won't be able to find me again for a while. So, the website is nextstepalgo.com. And if you're on the live, guys, if you go into my bio, I have it on there where the website's on there, so you can click it on a company account one. So, aside from that, guys, appreciate your time. I'm gonna drop off of YouTube first, and thanks for joining on that, guys, on YouTube. Let's see. Yep, I answered all those questions. Good deal. Somebody, Gonzalez said, "Thank you, Neo. My first time catching the open move. That's awesome. Good job."